Hey guys, welcome to this high five video, which is a summary for Summerslam weekend. It was a really good weekend, really enjoyed it. Started off with Takeover, then we had Summerslam, then we had Raw, then we had SmackDown, then we had NXT, then we had the CWC. We had Holy Foley, we had Stone Cold Podcast, there was WWE 24, there was Talking Smack, it was loads going on, it was overload. So what I've done is I've just put it into 5 points in no particular order, just so we can kind of try and box everything off and then move forward. So at number 5 I have got belts. Everywhere you turned there was belts. So Universal Championship, personally not a fan. Don't hate it, it might grow on me, I just don't like the red strap. Don't like the colour red that they've chosen. Don't like the black swoosh as well underneath the main logo. I'm not sure why they felt the need to do that, because the women's championship, for example, is red on a red background, and I think it looks fine. So I'm not a fan of it. I think that I think the general premise of it is okay. Kind of feels like it should have been something really out there, because they did change the name. This isn't the Raw WWE Championship, this is the Universal Championship, so it kind of felt like it needed a different design. Didn't get it. Yeah, I suppose that was a big disappointment for me. Belts that I love though, the new SmackDown Tag Team belts, the silver on blue, like that kind of dark blue, navy blue. Wonderful. Prefer them actually to the bronze on black that they have on Raw. So the new tag team belts on SmackDown, big thumbs up. And even the SmackDown Women's Championship, a lot of people see it as lazy. I honestly don't mind. I think it's important that the SmackDown Women's Champion comes across as equal to the Raw Women's Champion, and there's no better way of doing that than having the belts identical. You just change the colour of the background, simple. I honestly didn't mind it. So yeah, I think a lot of new belts, very unusual for us to see so many new titles introduced, but some really hit the mark for me. One was wide of the mark, but I think it all settles down now. There's maybe one more still to come, which is the Cruiserweight title. I hope they just bring back the old belt. I liked the old title, didn't have an issue with it. I suppose, you know, they might feel a need to, you know, freshen it up again, but we'll have to see. At number 4, injuries and suspensions. These things are not just for WrestleMania season, they are all year round. Injuries, Samoa Joe dislocated his jaw, had it relocated again, but no word on how long he'll be out for. Don't think it'll be too long. Sasha, obviously the big one. Things happen for a reason. For all you guys that were so disappointed that Charlotte had won the title, this is the reason why. It's not as bad as what they feared at first, so I think she'll be out for about a month. But yeah, disappointing all the same that she had to drop that title. Talking of dropping titles, the man, Finn Balor, drops the Universal Championship one day after winning it due to an injury he suffered in his match against Seth. I've heard a lot of talk that, you know, they want to ban the running power bomb, which is I think what happened to Seth when he was outside. Rollins picked him up, hurled him into the barricade, and that's how it happened. Early on in the match as well, and he continued through the match, putting on one of the best matches on the SummerSlam card all the time with that injury. So yeah, that's pretty brutal. And I want to talk about brutal. Randy Orton, 10 staples in his head following those nasty clubbing elbows from Brock Lesnar. And so I don't think he'll be out for long, but they really, in this current climate, cannot afford all of these injuries. Another thing they can't afford, suspensions. Alberto Del Rio, Paige, Eva Marie, all out for 30 days due to using a banned substance. So it's a problem that has reared its head again. really at a very bad time. But I think the roster is okay. It's deep enough at the moment to deal with it, but they really cannot afford more. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a meeting with the talent to tell them maybe to scale back on a few things, because really the last thing they need now, further injuries. Number 3, the network is critical, with the exception of Summerslam, which I think might have been pay-per-view as well. Everything else was on the network, so Takeover, network, NXT, network, CWC, network, WWE 24, Holy Foley, Talking Smack, all network. They're doing a fantastic job of putting that kind of original content and important content onto the network for us. And that Talking Smack in particular, I don't think Daniel Bryan's coming back to the ring, but I think what they've done is to kind of get people talking, set up a bit of intrigue, and further the Miz's character. The Miz is somebody you see who is a bit quirky. He's a bit like, he doesn't mean to be funny. He plays his character quite straight, but just the situations he finds himself in. You know, like talking on the phone about how he's going to be the next Indiana Jones. You just kind of go, oh, whatever, Miz, yeah? That's his character. So for him to cut such a direct, passionate promo and for it to appear non-scripted, I'm still of the impression that this was meant to be. I don't believe that like he went off script or anything. I just think they've done a fantastic job. So what happened, for those of you that haven't seen it, is once SmackDown finishes on the network, there's a show called Talking Smack. On there was Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Daniel Bryan turned to The Miz and said, "You're a coward," basically. It came up in conversation, "You're a coward." Miz turned around and just lost his cool, just went for Daniel Bryan, and he was going, "How can you call me the coward, Daniel? You're the one that said you was going to come back and reclaim this Intercontinental Championship. You're the one that said you was going to come back and be there for the people, be there for the universe. You're the one that let them all down. You're the coward, not me." And, you know, Bryan getting up, walking off, and, you know, he really, really did a fantastic job, The Miz. You know, he might not be the most adventurous when it comes to in-ring style. He's got the basics and he can do a few things, but, you know, The Miz is never going to be one of the all-time technical greats, but his promo work and his character development that he's shown is wonderful. You know, you do have to give him credit, and this was a real gem in the SummerSlam weekend. So one that wasn't as gemful was Holy Foley. The 3 shows that I saw, kind of, you know, that kind of fake reality show, which I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Jersey Shore, Geordie Shore, whatever it is, yeah? I knew it'd be along those lines. I just wasn't prepared for it to be as fake as what it was. There's kind of a few moments you watch it and you're just like, this just wouldn't happen. This wouldn't happen. I think there's one bit where they're all sat around the dining table and Noelle, you know, drops the bombshell that she wants to be a WWE superstar. Everyone's like, "Can't believe it. No, I don't believe it. You know, why do you want to do this to us?" And I think, is it Dewey who is like, "I've got some news as well." No one's listening to him. You just kind of go, I don't believe this. I don't believe this is how this dinner went. So yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of what I saw. I think it's a show that has great potential, and I think it provides something different. And I've seen 3 episodes, and I will certainly watch the other 2 because I think it's going to improve. I just think it's had a bit of a bumpy start, to tell the truth. So, but still intriguing all the same. And then the Ambrose Stone Cold podcast, I still can't comment on it because I've only seen bits, but I'm told it was very awkward at times, and I'm told that it was, you know, very one of the more, not heated, but it was just weird. It was must see, and so I need to go and check that out. In fact, I might do that after this video. So yeah, for me, the network has provided a lot of talking points and is now a critical aspect for enjoying a full weekend of what WWE has to offer. Number 2, NXT is fine. It is absolutely fine. It has been battered this year. They have taken everyone out of it. But the 2 big talking points coming out of NXT Takeover was Bobby Roode's entrance and Nakamura's entrance. And then on top of that, you got Ember Moon with a great debut. I thought Billie Kay looked a lot better. Hideo coming out, hitting the GTS. Honestly, one of my favourite moments of the whole weekend. He hit the GTS, which is his move, and he hit it on Austin Aries, setting up a mouth-watering feud going forward. I think that the tag division's in good health, because I think that the Revival and Gargano and Ciampa put on as good a match as American Alpha against the Revival. So yeah, Alpha are going to be missed. Yeah, Balor's going to be missed. Yeah, Bayley's going to be missed. But they can survive. I suppose the main concern with NXT is the women's division. They've definitely got work to do to establish characters, push things forward. That Dana, I forget her surname, but she was in the 6-women tag match last week on NXT. I've got big hopes for her. She's like an MMA style, and she seems like she's quite hard hitting, and I liked the look of her. I think Ember Moon looks really good. Billie Kay looks really good. Obviously Asuka's still down there, who's incredible. There's enough, Liv Morgan I'm a fan of as well. I think Liv Morgan takes chances, and I think she's got great potential. She doesn't get it right. She's not landing everything perfectly. She's botching a couple of things here and there, but they can smooth that out. They're spending every hour they can at the Performance Centre, looking at them, giving them advice. It will come on, it's just going to take time. But the big picture, NXT is fine. And the number 1 thing that I'm taking away from SummerSlam 2016 weekend is opportunity. It is everywhere. We've just sat here and spoken about the opportunity there is for a woman to really step up in that NXT women's division and go up against Asuka, because there's no one down there anymore that's really a shoo-in for that opportunity. There's opportunity on SmackDown with the tag team tournament. Who is going to be the first SmackDown tag team champions? You'd have to say American Alpha. What a great opportunity for them. They've only just been called up. The opportunity is there for Heath Slater to get his contract finally, because he's in with Rhino. There's an opportunity at Backlash for the 6 women. One of them will become the SmackDown Women's Champion. There's an opportunity on Raw for someone to become the new Universal Championship as a result of Balor having to relinquish it due to his injury. There's an opportunity for Bayley, who has only just been called up this week to the main roster, finds herself in a program with Charlotte for that WWE Women's Championship on Raw. What a fantastic opportunity to walk into. There's opportunity absolutely everywhere, and if I was a WWE star right now, I would be very, very excited about all of the different moving parts that are happening at the moment, because I think that you can put yourself in a really good place for the rest of the year if you are there or thereabouts. I think things will settle down. There's obviously only a cruiserweight title that's potentially still to come. I think there's big opportunity for whoever wins the CWC as well, and opportunity with that cruiserweight division, as we said. So I think that these next few weeks, next month, I think is a real critical period, because I think then things will settle back down, and we might get a better idea of how the rest of the year is going to play out. And we kind of start again with the Royal Rumble, and then we start building back up towards WrestleMania 33. So it is all happening. I loved this weekend, but I have got to be honest in saying I'm more excited about where we are going. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for all of your support. If you're interested in joining the Wrestling Days Hall of Fame, then check out the video I did a couple of days ago. That's got all the details in there as to how you could become a member and could get inducted into the Wrestling Days Hall of Fame. Check that out, see if it's something that you think you'd be interested in. As well as that, if you like this video, please give it a like. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Wrestling Days UK. And I think that's everything. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I think that's it for now. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.